So tell me, Ewan.
Yes, Nicole.
Good to see you after all these years.
I know, you too.
Yeah, when they asked me to do this, I was actually very excited because we've never sat down like this in, how long is it since we made Moulin Rouge?
17 years, or 18 years, depending. We started it in '99 and we finished it in 2000.
Yes.
Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge.
Yes.
But hey, did you realise what we were making when we were making it?
I did. I think I did, yeah. I've always been... I don't think you do work unless you think it's going to be great, you know. I've never approached anything thinking, well, this might be a bit crap, but I know, I think because Baz had just done Romeo and Juliet, hadn't he? Was that the film he made before ours? And, you know, just the way we put it together, you know, I remember we went out and we did a 2-week workshop.
Right, what about
like 6 months before we started shooting.
I remember being in a dance studio with you and having to do all those different dances, like salsa and tango.
Yeah. And they're not...
We were hilarious. We didn't end up doing any of them, did we?
Hardly any dancing at all.
No,
I know.
but we were in that workshop dancing for weeks on end. Yeah. And I mean the discipline of that. And then the singing. I just remember you having this exquisite voice and me going, I am never going to be able to hit these notes.
No,
and I was sort of being, get in the room, practice, Nicole, come on. And you would sort of come in and...
No, that's
not true. Yes, it's true.
No, we were all in the same boat
there. You were
there.
so much better than me. It's so true. And I was like...
But it was that house, what was it called? His villa. Baz had that house that we did all the work in.
Yeah.
And we would do acting rehearsals in one room. Marius de Vries had his studio in another room. Wardrobe was upstairs. It was like being in a...
And gorgeous food.
And good food, yeah.
We'd have great food.
That's
very
true.
important. And then we'd have great parties.
Yeah.
Remember those Friday nights or Saturday nights?
Not all of them.
No.
Don't remember all of them.
But yeah, exactly.
But no, it was...
Anyway, we had some pretty wild nights. I remember absinthe being passed out at one point and me going, is this safe?
Yeah.
I was so sort of naive. And then going, I suppose it is.
It's okay now. No, it was an amazing experience. And then workshopping it. I mean, so then we did that 2-week block and then we all went away and then we came back. And then we worked for, it felt like 3 months before we shot.
Yes,
was it that long? It wasn't that long.
Pretty much. We were literally, I mean, we gave about a year of our life to that film, didn't we?
That's right.
But hey, I'm so glad.
Yeah, me too. I remember shooting the elephant scenes because it was so funny and silly and you know, all that stuff, the poetry. You were wrapped up in the blanket. Yes, yes. It was so funny and silly.
And that just came out of sort of, it wasn't really in the script.
It wasn't really in the script, that. But then everything was a bit like that, wasn't it? Like all those workshops we did, we'd work on a scene and then a week later we'd come back and the work that we'd done on it as actors would have been incorporated in the writing. That never happens. That's very rare. I thought that was astonishing.
It's just gorgeous, yeah. And it's such a great thing to share. I always say this, it's when you get to share something like that together, it's yours forever. It's something we all created together and it bonds you in a very particular way, doesn't it?
No, very true, yeah.
So...
It's nice to see you.
Yeah.